Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Pass to Dort. Off target from outside. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Williams. And the basket by Holiday.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Daigneault and I were able to chat. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Love to see Derek White go right up with it off the catch. No doubt right there. Just get the jumper flowing.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Drew Holiday.
First two. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, the Thunder will be building a new arena, Doris, right across the street from their current home.
Well, how exciting that the downtown arena is set to open in the 29-30 season with a 25-year lease. This secures the team's long-term future in Oklahoma City. And honestly, B.A., this fan base is so passionate, they deserve it.
Now here's Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Now Dort. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by White. Outside Porzingis. Here's Tatum. White with it. He's guarded by Caruso. Back to Tatum. Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Porzingis. From deep. Brown, no good.
defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Dort, right side. There's a screen. Puts up a three. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points yet. On the wing, Caruso. Beyond the arc. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets the three.
Come on, man. If SGA is hitting that, it's good night.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. 58 seconds left in the first. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's got 5. Down low. Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It could go. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front.
7.
Up 5.
The Celtics 12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Dort. Williams with the screen. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency or salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. What's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Porzingis, high post. The kick out to White. Okay, do it, KP.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Pass to Holmgren. Launches it. It's hauled in by White. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. They lead by 7. Now here's Tatum. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Brown. Back to White. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Brown, no good. Pass to Caruso. Holmgren with it. Fires from deep. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. They set a pick. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Pass to Holiday. Holmgren with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Thunder trail by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First 2 fouls.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dort for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Back to Holiday. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention, he can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Holiday with the ball. Hartenstein covering. And stolen by Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Here's Holiday. Tipped. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Boston trailing. Brown looking around. Pass to Tatum. Here's White. On the wing, Holiday. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Number 22, Cason Wallace.
White for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder. They're up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Brown. Oh, Brown gonna go get it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got his second basket.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And the jam by Brown.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Back to Caruso. Outside for Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 on the clock. And here's Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to review the game plan.
Once again.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to White. Kick out to Brown. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
For 3.
The high-value three-point opportunity for Jaylen Brown. This guy's a threat from anywhere.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Out to the wing. Lets it fly from 18. Back to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Outside Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here.
Timeout.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Porzingis misses.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Boston pulls it in. Right side Tatum. To the wing, right side. takes the three. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City trailing. For the lead. They get it back. 4-3. That shot is off. Pass to Tatum. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Assist from
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Holmgren with it. There's a screen. On the wing, Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Brown with a screen. Tatum drives in. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jalen Williams. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. From outside, off the mark. The deep three from Porzingis. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the third. Boston.
the Celtics, 34.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ballgame. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Shea hitting the three.
Wow, what a quick release from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. What a pretty pull-up.
Inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Student foul.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. This is so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Outside Holiday. Off the mark there with a three. Thunder trail by 5. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. White with a steal. Outside, Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
And here's Caruso outside.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
Outside Porzingis. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
And here's Dort. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to win the run. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 10. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. Porzingis sets a screen. Pass to Brown. And stolen by Williams. Right wing. Here's Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Holiday with the ball. Caruso covers. White on the wing. Kick out to Brown. Dort with a steal. On the break. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks down the long J.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking a three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Over to the wing. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his third foul so far.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Holiday. Right side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Off target at the rim. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 7-point differential. They get it again. Caruso outside. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston leading by 7. Pass to Tatum. White on the wing. Back to Tatum. The 3 is up. Tatum drills the 3.
3 points.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Jason Tatum.
And again, Boston with the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Now here's Holmgren. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time.
Third personal foul.
That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
11 seconds left in the final quarter.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Jason Tatum.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here.
That's the end of the
Boy,
game.
a nice win on the road. By the time... Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside White. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Down low. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. And Holiday powers it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Williams has got the ball here for OKC. 4-point game. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA. The Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now, here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown, gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Outside Tatum. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. Outside Holiday. Inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Lets the 3 fly. Caruso, good for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
White with it. Guarded now by Williams. White looking it over. Launches it. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Williams. Back to Holmgren. Williams with the screen. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in home group.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
How about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Celtics trail by 4. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Williams. "56 seconds left in the first quarter. Caruso outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Tatum looking it over. Porzingis for 3. The kick to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Tatum with a screen. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. No good with the triple. And they're on the run. Here's Caruso. And that one is hammered home.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Thunder leading by 8. Stay with us now.
The Celtics, 7.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Here's Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. And Mark Dacknault has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through the brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Celtics trail by 6. Tatum to the rack. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off the drive.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 7.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
To the paint. Williams with it. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 6. Caruso with the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Tatum. He's got 7. Porzingis sets a screen. To the middle. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Right wing. Dort outside. 5 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Over Holiday. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Williams. Chalk up 2 there. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
For 3, Porzingis drills it from deep. Porzingis has got 7.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
To the inside. Dort. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Back to Porzingis. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with it. Now guarded by Brown. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
That's tipped.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Big Chet throwing it down.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like, when he's dropping dimes like that, like, Jason Tatum is a problem.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points so far. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And the Thunder lead by 1.
And there's nowhere on the floor where Holmgren can't do damage. He's put a ton of pressure on the D with his jump shot.
Brown with a screen. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Fires for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander drills a 3.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Right side Porzingis. Puts up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Brown with a screen. White on the wing. Tatum with a screen. Will it go? And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Jrue Holiday. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for
left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the jumper falls for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
White can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 5 points in the game. Going outside. The 3 is up. On target from range. He's got 5.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA takes it himself. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
first personal foul.
Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Have to respect the tenacity. Gilgeous-Alexander isn't afraid of going straight at the defense on the drive.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Wiggins, left side. 6 to shoot. Caruso with it. Now guarded by White. The kick out to Wiggins. This one for 3. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They hold a...
The Celtics, 30. It's our 4th
and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Holiday. into the lane. For three, Porzingis. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder leading by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup off target. Boston on offense. For the finish. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
Wallace, left side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins for three. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, sir! Gilgeous-Alexander with a deep three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Wallace. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. It's stolen by Holiday. Tatum showing off the strength.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
The kick out to Wiggins. Pass to Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics trail by 13. There's Tatum with the three. Offensive rebound. Brown. Porzingis surveying the floor. Outside Tatum. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Pass to Tatum. Kick out to Brown. Outside Porzingis. Oh, KP with the three.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take a lead? We'll have to see.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Wallace. Dort outside. Hartenstein a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Second chance shot. Here's Wiggins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Thunder lead by 12.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The three from Holmgren. Boston pulls it in. White for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Dort outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by White.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Back to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Some room here for Williams. Good as the jump shot falls.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Thunder.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Chet Holmgren.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Boston.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Get loud, fans! On the court is your hype squad. Our promo team is looking to throw out some T-shirts to the loudest sections.
Grab, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Now here's Bold. Inside. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Bring those moves!
And San Antonio has possession to the paint. Here's Fox. Here's Castle. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Booker. On the wing, Durant. Launches a three. They get it back. Back to Bull. Clock at 6. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Outside Barnes. From deep. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Fox deciding where to go with it. And there's the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, Fox, there may not be a quicker player with the ball in his hands.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richie.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
For the finish!
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Outside O'Neal. Pass to Booker. From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Fox outside. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Fox has got 6 points.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Now here's Fox. He's got 6. The three from Barnes. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Beal gets the bucket.
Timeout.
Let me tell you, Beal is crafty. He will figure out a way to get inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Fox. Pass to Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Neil Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Here's Castle to the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. 3 from Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Fox, that's good. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Durant looking around. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Booker. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
We've talked about this. Fox has all the tools to be a great defender.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. For three, Booker. Here's Durant. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Durant's got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Fox for 3. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They're
16. The Suns, 13.
some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Pass to Castle. No good with the triple. Suns trail by 3. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And again, San Antonio on the run. Fires the 3. Bull grabs the board. And the Suns with possession. Durant owning the inside. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks. You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
And here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. The Suns trailing. Here's Bull. He buries it from 3. Bull's got 5.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
And now the Suns fast break. Beal from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Vassell with it. Guarded now by Bull. 3-pointer, Fox. Again, the miss by Fox. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
The 3. The putback. Oh, Wemby! The putback!
You know, when Wembanyama gets to an offensive rebound, he's going straight back to the rim with it. You can count on that.
Outside Bull. Here's the 3. Barnes with the rebound. And here comes the break. The finish! Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Coaches love those hit-ahead passes, advancing the ball as quickly as possible.
Durant with the bucket.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
Out to Fox. Pass to Barnes. From downtown. Ooh, Fox making him pay from deep.
God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Knocked loose. Back to Bull. Outside Booker. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. And finished off by Bull.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
They get it again. Here's Wembanyama. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Here's Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 11 points in the quarter.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here goes Booker. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Over to the left wing. Fox left side. Vassell outside. Barnes a screen. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's got 5 now.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Pass to Fox. Now Wembanyama. Back to Fox. 3-pointer. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Fox has got 24 points. And he commits the intentional foul.
Devin Vassell. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of this game. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the Spurs. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. We'll be right back.
29.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Spurs lead by 6. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Back to Durant. Rebound by San Antonio. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Fox outside. Vassell outside. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got 8.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
Durant, no good. Spurs lead by 9. Fox for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. He's got a clear path. And it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Fox up top. 24 points for him. Shot clock at 6. And Durant with the block.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
The kick to Durant. Pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Good D by Wembanyama.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Fox outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Down low. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Suns trail by 9. Durant's shot is off. On offense, here is San Antonio. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 9. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And the Suns pushing it up now. Durant takes it in. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Don't laugh at me when I say this, but there is too much strength from Kevin Durant. Now with the chance to add one more.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Let's get on our feet and make some noise.
Teams will make substitutions. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Fox outside. To the middle. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Durant inside. 22 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double team Durant. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
Wembanyama up top. Vassell outside. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Wembanyama, no good. For 3, Allen. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so, the San Antonio Spurs.
46. The Suns. 38.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Suns trail by 8. to Durant. O'Neal on the wing. Let's go with a three. Gets the three to fall.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Fox up top. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
For three, O'Neal fires in the triple. O'Neal's got 6 in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Back to Fox. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Drops in the three. Allen's got himself on the board with a three there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Vassell outside. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
The response, Devin Vassell saying, I can hit a 3 too.
It's Durant with a drive. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
No good with a layup. San Antonio leading by 6. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Durant with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Allen. Outside Booker. And so they foul intentionally.
Wembanyama. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Durant. Good D by Wembanyama.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Back to Fox. Outside Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Fox missing. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Booker. Now Durant. Covered by Wembanyama. And Durant with the big finish.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Fox outside. Back to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. For 3. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Out to Beal. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, Fox for the steal. And Fox powers it home.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Here's Durant. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
The 3 from Wembanyama. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Vassell left side. The 3. And count it. Now 5 for 7. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fox.
And they had an advantage tonight. came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Spurs.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And what a huge performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Outside Durant. Allen outside. Screen by O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Durant inside.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Spurs lead by 16.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Booker.
Kevin Durant, 3.
Wembanyama fires it from way outside. No good. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A competitive... We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Wembanyama. Count it. Good.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. On the wing, Kuzma. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Clock at 6. Lillard outside. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo can't connect. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Good work defensively by Lopez.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Outside for Wembanyama. Fox left side. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Looking for their first basket of the game.
Pass off. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to Lillard. Stop the drought. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And it's a tie ball game. Now here's Fox. This one for three. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
The kick out to Kuzma. Here's Lopez. Got a piece of it. Pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Kuzma outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Ball stolen. Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard.
Oh my gracious!
Oh, just incredible!
That is a monster finish.
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
Now here's Lillard. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The free throw drops for Lopez. 1:09 left in the opening quarter. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And Milwaukee has possession. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Portis. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Fox with the ball. Portis picks him up. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Fox. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo outside. The kick out to Kuzma. Pass to Portis. Kuzma outside. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. And the call will be against Bobby Portis. That's his first foul.
Bobby Portis. First personal foul.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Wembanyama. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
9.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Antetokounmpo up top. Pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Portis. For 3. RJ just playing at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Portis' shot is off. Wembanyama with it. Portis picks him up. Pass to Barnes. The 3 is up. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Antetokounmpo, left side. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Portis the screen. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. And it's a 3-point San Antonio lead.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
The kick out to Kuzma. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Kuzma's got 6 points.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Out to Portis. Puts up a 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Here's Wembanyama. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo surveys. Over to the left wing. Lillard left side. Back to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lillard left side. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Portis. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Fox. The 3 from Barnes. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. And here are the Bucks now. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Ooh, look at Fox using his speed.
So quick. Fox plays with incredible pace on both ends, and this man is hard to slow down.
On the wing, Kuzma. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
San Antonio leading. Fox outside. To the inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. Whoa! Damian Lillard! Serious hops!
Yeah, just a quick dribble right into his move. Lillard with the economy of motion.
Over to the wing. The three from Barnes. Counted from distance. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Antetokounmpo, right side. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Lillard with the ball. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the jam.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Fox from downtown. And Wembanyama with the three. Wembanyama's got 9.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Fox. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot. So you can't just lay off of him. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game. Connaughton, right side. Lillard outside. Back to Connaughton. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard. He said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Fox. 7 points in the game. To the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. With some arc. And he lays it in. 11 points in the game.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And here's Milwaukee now. Following the bucket by the Spurs. To the paint. That's tipped. Here's Champagnie. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks trail. Here's Lopez. Kuzma, right side. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Number 5, Gary Trent Jr.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Fox. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Fox has got 11 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Spurs ball.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Antetokounmpo outside. Out to Lillard. Fires from deep. Another shot from outside the arc. Free ball from Lillard.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Ooh, poked away. Portis with the steal. Barnes with the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Fox driving hard. And that one's good. 13 points in the game.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
The Bucks leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Six to shoot. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Let's hear it for your Bucks breaker crew.
Off the inbound pass. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Harrison Barnes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. His fingerprints were all over that quarter.
37. The Spurs. 35.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. San Antonio trailing here. Wembanyama so comfortable inside.
Do not discount how much Fox's playmaking means to this team. He is the floor general.
Oh, swiped away. To the left wing. The 3 drains the triple. Champagne's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stat for the Spurs.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 3. Pass to Fox. Goes up from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron. Milwaukee with the ball. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Here's Castle. From deep. That one no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez. Out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Fox right side. Outside for Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Brook Lopez. The free throw no good for Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Here's Lillard. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. And it's a 7-point San Antonio lead.
Yeah, and Castle displayed that soft touch in college as well. His floater game is polished for a young guy.
Second team foul.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And an intentional foul right there.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Champagny. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Lillard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Antetokounmpo outside. Yes, sir! Giannis showing the range.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Spurs lead by 7.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Lillard. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
That free throw no good. does get the second one, and that brings him within 10.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
From deep, Wembanyama kept alive. Out to Fox. To the right side. Oh, deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
And both free throws good for Lillard. San Antonio leading by 8. Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Here's Castle from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. In transition, here come the Bucks. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And it's Lillard penetrating. Yep, that one goes.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Champagny.
Champagny.
Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 9. And that's an intentional foul. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 8. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fox with the ball. And Lopez picks him up. 5 on the clock. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And that one's good. Lillard. And so it's San Antonio with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It's East versus West here in Milwaukee. The Bucks hope to put on a show for this home crowd. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Booker outside. Dunn right side. KD on the wing. 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. KD's got the first points up on the board for Phoenix. Lillard bounce pass. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Wide open. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
From Dame.
Screen by Bol. To the middle. And the dunk by Bol.
The assist.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Giannis outside. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he was something else. Hey, thank you.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Suns on defense. Lillard outside. A 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Here's Giannis, following the score by Phoenix. Takes it inside. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Don't you love how comfortable Brook Lopez looks inside? Even when he knows contact is coming, he simply goes right through it.
Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win. And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Lillard with it. Well guarded by Dunn. Lillard left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team. Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Pass to Bull. The 3. Not going to go that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He notched 8 points.
The Suns, 11.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. O'Neal, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Bucks leading by 4. Giannis left side. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
To the paint. Here's KD.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace. Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Phoenix shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Lillard left side, launches it. It's hauled in by the Suns. And we're now about 1.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low, here's O'Neal. Rebounded by Jackson. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Giannis. That shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Outside for Beal. Back to Booker. There's the triple. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
Boy, the delivery from Booker, so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
And here is Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And a wide open look for Portis. Off target from outside. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Suns ball. Suns substitution. Number 11. Bol.
Booker outside. Here's a good screen. Pass to Beal. In the corner, Bull with it. Durant with it. Guarded now by Prince. 5 to shoot. Here's Booker. Over Jackson. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant. Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. We've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. KD with it. Picked up by Portis. Bull, that's good.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Kicks it out to Lillard. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Timeout.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. It's Durant on the wing. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. To stop the run. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Booker. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pass to Allen. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 5. It's Durant on the wing. Second chance shot. This one for 3. Durant nails the long-range 3.
Boy, how about the range from Kevin Durant? Dial it in from another zip code.
For the 3. Again, the miss by KD.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
O'Neal wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. O'Neal's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Giannis. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from KD. Pass to O'Neal. Booker outside. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 13. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Well, 3 off the mark. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and...
Giannis showing creativity.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
There's Beal with the 3. Allen outside. O'Neal on the wing. And a deep 3 from Booker. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Kicks it out to Allen. And it's Beal in the corner. Launches a 3. Puts up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Beal's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by KD.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Allen outside. Off target with his 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Suns lead by 12. Durant for 3. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets. Allen, that's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And how about the attack there from Giannis inside, going right into the defense and still able to get the shot out.
No good on the second free throw. And now the Suns, a fast break. And finished off by Beal.
Don't sleep on the athletic ability of Bradley Beal. I know he's a sweet shooter, but boy, can he get off his feet.
Booker, with no one around, misses the 3. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 15-point game. They get it again. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Allen, that's good.
Grayson Allen. 3.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Suns on top, up by 15. And we'll get going. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.